Welcome everybody back to my channel. As always, my name is Havoc, and I'm going ahead and starting this video off with the audio quality might not be that well. I'm actually recording this off my phone and using my headset as the mic. I'm recording this because I just got out of work and I do not necessarily have time to record the beginning part of this and then do what I have to do, because right now, as I said, I'm leaving work and I'm heading home to pick up my girlfriend to then head out to well, today's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. We're going out to celebrate my birthday, and then there's a couple things that we're doing, and one of those things is something that is waiting for me at a GameStop that is near my job, actually, not my house, my job. Just wanted to say that this is my new channel that I have. A lot has happened since the last video I posted, which was from a previous channel, actually. So technically this is a brand new channel. I did name it the same as my old one, with the whole Google buying YouTube thing that happened a couple of years ago. I keep saying the only way you can sign into a YouTube account is through linking it or having a Gmail account. Now the problem with that is that the YouTube account that I've had before this was done before Google bought YouTube, and we were able to use any email we wanted. Now I have access to the email, but then when I try to recover the account, the problem I have is it doesn't give you the option to go ahead and reset anything other than through a phone number that you attach that account with. And the issue with that is just that that phone number is an old phone number that I don't have anymore, that either A, somebody else already has, or B, no one has access to. So when it comes time to sending the text message to reset your password and to gain access to your account, it's basically pointless for me to do anything. And upon looking online and doing some research and trying to figure out there's any other ways, basically everybody's saying that there's really no way of contacting YouTube or Google to try to get into that account. So I went ahead and made a new account. Now that account obviously is on, this video is on that account. So if you're watching this video, this is the account. This would be one of my first couple of videos that I'm going to be posting online. I'm going to be doing things differently. In my previous channel, which wasn't that good, I always started and never really finished anything, or I would post something and then, like, 6, 7, 8 months later I would go ahead and post something else, and it just took forever for me to necessarily get anything in order. And it was due to having to work all the time and working it, crazy schedules. One time I'd be working in the morning, the other time in the night. I just come home tired, and then, I want to play video games, but to record and do commentary and editing and this and this and that, I just really didn't have any actual time to actually put as much time as I wanted to in my YouTube channel. Things are much different now. I think the last video I put up on my old channel was a long time ago, very long time ago. So I want to treat this more as a brand new channel, even though it is the same name as my other channel. I want to treat this as a brand new channel. So what's going to be on this channel off the top of my head are going to be things like obviously gameplay videos once I get my recording system and everything set up. I'm going to start probably doing some movie reviews, seeing certain movies are give interest to me and stuff that I like, and things that might seem like I wouldn't probably ever see and actually go see and probably enjoy or dislike. One of those, for example, which obviously I can't really do an example of it now or review of it because I've seen it and it's been out for a while, is I went to go and see Zootopia. That's a movie that I can tell you point blank that I would never ever thought I would go see, but because it gave such good reviews, and now I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend for over a year and a half, almost 2 years, she wanted to see the movie. So with her wanting to see the movie and it getting good reviews, I went out and saw the movie. So I'm going to do movie reviews. Also, I'm into, well, it's a little bit I got, with the whole amiibo craze that happened, I got into wanting to collect and get all the amiibos that I could. And at one point, it was almost like Pokemon. You know, I try to catch them all. I try to get all of them as much as I can. And after a while, with it being so difficult to get a hold of certain ones, and only way to get those were paying outrageous prices on eBay, just started getting the ones I liked, and then ones that I necessarily had that I was lucky enough to get. You know, either the last one in the store, or just something that, you know, I didn't necessarily like, but I went out and got it because it was brand new and I wanted to catch them all, get them all. I ended up trading them away, so I kept a collection of amiibos that either I liked or they have a story behind it. So I got into amiibos, and then now just recently I'm into collecting pop figures. So with these pop figures, I'm not, obviously, and it's nearly impossible because you're going to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to collect almost the same approach I have with the amiibos. I'm trying to collect the pop figures that necessarily I like, not get it because it's exclusive and it's rare. Oh, I must grab it. No, if it's exclusive and it's rare and I like it, I'll get it. If I don't like it, I'll leave it. You know, I'm not gonna break bank in collecting these pop figures as well. They are cheaper than amiibos, but at the end of the day, they're not necessarily. It's almost nearly impossible to actually get all of them. If you hear noises in the background, it's because actually, as I said, I'm recording this off the microphone, my earpiece, and I'm on my phone. I'm actually driving from work to home, so you guys get to relatively see how far it is for me to drive home. There are, and I haven't gotten any yet, but World of Nintendo figures or any like toy or anything that's like a collectible or something like that I like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and probably try to make a video of it and put it up on YouTube. I'm gonna try to do then with I have those said toys and everything like that, you know, go ahead and do an unboxing, you know, and you know, I'm not gonna do the whole technical thing. I'm just gonna, you know, open the box, show you how it looks in and out of the box, what the box looks like, and move on. I'm not like gonna devote my whole channel to an unboxing and go into specific details and talk about the paint job. It's just, this is the one I got, open it up, this is what it looks like, let's move on. And you know, I guess maybe some videos if I do have annual passes to Busch Gardens here in Florida. Maybe if I go to a trip, maybe I can get a GoPro, I'll go with that on, maybe get some footage of roller coasters and how the park is. There is a new roller coaster that's coming out to Busch Gardens, sometimes in the summer. The Hulk, which is the first roller coaster I ever rode in my life, is opening up again down in Islands of Adventures, which is in Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. So whenever that opens, I'm for sure going. So with this new chapter in my life, I actually have some free time, and my schedule is a lot more simpler. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, necessarily just talking and not actually letting you guys see my face, is because the type of job that I have now, not that you guys saw my face with the old channel either way, but with this channel more so, I don't want to necessarily show my face just because the type of job I have, I don't want it to cause any issues or cause any conflicts at my job to the point that maybe I lose my job. And maybe not necessarily something I say or do or whatever, which obviously those are contributing factors, but more so around the lines of like the people I work with. And I don't mean my colleagues, I mean that I work with certain people, and I don't want those certain people saying, hey, aren't you the guy from YouTube, and then trying to talk to me and be with me in a certain way when I'm trying to be professional and get my job done. So to this moment, if you guys are wondering if you're ever going to see my face, I mean, at least until I have this job currently, unless I get paid more and I do YouTube, maybe even Twitch or something full time, and it's more money that I'm getting, then maybe you'll see my face. But right now, this is my main source of income. The job that I have, this is more of a hobby, a little part-time side job. I need to make sure that I keep this job so I can put a roof over my head and my girlfriend's head and put clothes on our backs and food on our table and stuff like that. Because right now I am bringing in majority, not all, but majority of the money, and I don't want to have any issues come up where I can't do that for, you know, I guess our little family that we have, me and her. I don't want anything like that to happen, so I just don't want to have the events even happen where I say something or I do something, or these, you know, people that I work with, they think that I'm on YouTube and they try to teach me, I'm sorry, not teach me, they try to think that I can I can act a certain way with them being there just because of the type of job I have, and I don't want that necessarily to happen. And by showing my face, unless they can somehow recognize my voice and then match it to my profession, it's really hard. I really highly doubt that that's even possible, to be honest with you. Yeah, wow, 11 minutes already. So I wanted to go ahead and make this part over here and show you, or talk to you, I should say, about this. As I said, today is my birthday, so I am still on the way home, driving to get my girlfriend and head out to eat. We're gonna go ahead and eat, and then I have something waiting for me at GameStop. Now, what is waiting for me at GameStop is necessarily as I mentioned, I want to go ahead and collect, you know, I pretty much have majority of the amiibos. There are a couple amiibos that I would like to get, but I don't know necessarily if I can get them, because not necessarily a price, it's just I can't find them. One, for example, is one that was all over the place, and I said, you know what, I'll just go ahead and get that later on. I don't need it right now, and it's the Sonic amiibo. I cannot, at least around my house, cannot find the Sonic amiibo at retail price in a store out in the wild for the life of me. So that's one amiibo, for example, that I would want to get. So I'm on the hunt for that. So hopefully I can find that, and once I do, trust me, I will have my phone on me and I will record that. But back to the whole GameStop thing. One of the things that I do like, or if the movie interests me, or if I think the figure does look good, you know, I'll go ahead and try to buy the figure if I can get it. Now, one figure that I did see that I just, as soon as I saw, I was just like, okay, I need to go ahead and try to see if I can hunt this down and find it, is one that's first came out just to GameStop, not necessarily GameStop exclusive, but it just, from what I heard, it was just sold at GameStop. And now it's, maybe, I think I've seen it in a Hot Topic, but it's right now just at GameStop. And it is the the 6-inch figure of the Giant Man from the Civil War movie. Okay, I saw that figure and said, I want it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out how to get this figure and then add it to the collection that I have. Now, the problem with that is being it exclusive, or not necessarily exclusive, but only being at GameStop at the beginning, and now it's at least Top Topic. I have not seen it at Target or Toys R Us or anywhere else. It was almost like what Amiibos used to be. When Amiibos first came out, each store would get about 3 or 4, and then next thing you know, they don't get any more, or they have to wait till a restock happens. Well, same thing happened with the Giant Man. Giant Man only came out in GameStop stores, and when they did come out in the stores, they only had, in some cases, 1, some cases 2, 3. The most I've heard is 4. Now, the thing is, on top of it being just 4, they only had them for people that pre-ordered them. So even the fact that your local GameStop store happened to get a Giant Man figure, the fact that it was pre-ordered for somebody, you can't touch it. It's being held for somebody else. So I've gone to GameStop after GameStop after GameStop and trying to figure out, and this was before I was putting up videos, and I was trying to figure out where and how I can possibly find this figure. Then just a couple days ago, went to a GameStop, the one by my house, and spoke to a gentleman there named by John. And I said, John, you know, hey, listen, he asked me first, he was like, hey, is there anything I can help you with? And I was like, you know what, there is, you know, I'm looking for this 6-inch pop figure. It's a Giant Man. And he looked in his system. It wasn't in his system. He looked at 100-mile around radius, nothing there. He then found it in a store that was about an hour away from where I live. And he said he might be able to get, if it's not being held, as I mentioned, chances are it's being held for somebody or pre-order for somebody. He said that if it's not being held for anybody, he can get that pop figure starting Monday, because this was Saturday when I went. Starting Monday, he can get that pop figure if the store lets him, have them send it from that store to his store and then hold it for me, and I can get, you know, reserve the pop figure for myself. He called the store, spoke to the gentleman there, and they were able to actually have the pop figure sent from the store that was about an hour north for me, send it to the one near my house. And what I'm going to do right now is, I said, I'm going home, picking up my girlfriend from there, going to eat after the meal we have for my birthday. That made sense. We're going to have the dinner for my birthday, and then from there is actually where the GameStop is, and we're going to go ahead and pick up the Giant Man pop figure. What I will do is I will go ahead and record me arriving to the GameStop, me arriving to the GameStop and having them, you know, give me the Giant Man, and then get a quick video of it, and then eventually when I get home, film a more detailed video of the figure, because again, it's a 6-inch figure, so it's actually pretty big. You know, I just can't really do like what I did with my past videos, which was put it on my dashboard of my camera and just film it that way. It's a big figure. I can't. I don't know if I can or if it would stay on the dashboard. So I would wait till I get home and film that for you. So the next part that you should see after this video, because I'm actually pulling it up, is actually perfect timing. The next part that you should see after this video, and I'm going to try to figure out something that I can throw in the background, either maybe some really old gameplay from God knows where, or I will try to, I don't know, put something, maybe there's a picture in the background. I don't know what I'm going to do, because again, I can't show my face. If I was able to show my face this whole time that I've been talking, which is almost 20 minutes, wow, I can ramble for a long time, I guess. This whole time for these 17 minutes, you would have been seeing my face and me driving and me talking to the camera. But since I can't show my face and I shouldn't show my face, I need to find something that goes in the background. So whenever this video will come out, I guess you will see what I decided to put back there. So again, arriving home, the next thing that you should see after you stop hearing my voice right now should be me arriving to get the pop figure. There is a Target nearby. Might go to Target. I don't know. I'm contemplating whether or not I should get the Target exclusive Crossbone with the damaged face. I don't know if I want that, because Crossbone, not necessarily too fond of, but one thing that I do love, which you can probably see from my emblem that I either have or will have soon, depending if I get it done or not. I love the skull emblem. I love skulls. I love the Skull King emblem from Halo. So anything with like a skull on it, so like the Call of Duty Ghost, or Ghost from Call of Duty, like COD 4 or whatever. I love that. I love skulls, and the fact that Crossbones has a skull on his face, on his mask, it's making me want to get either that one because it's a Target exclusive, or even the regular one, or maybe I don't get it at all, because again, I don't necessarily like Crossbones the character, but I have a thing and I like skulls. So the fact that there's a skull on his face and it's there and it's a pop figure and I'm collecting pop figures, I might get it. I don't know. Also, I'm trying to set a budget. Just because I have this job doesn't mean I can go ahead and buy every pop figure I see. But yeah, next thing you guys should see right after this should be me getting the pop figure from GameStop, maybe a trip to Target, a trip to Target, and then I will come home, and for those two, what I'll do is I'll try to maybe unbox them at the end of the video, or if not, do a whole separate video because it's already just me talking, just hit 20 minutes. So I might just do a whole different video. I don't know, it's a really long video. So yeah, next thing you should see is me buying the pop figure. Later, guys.